Hello everyone, welcome back to Manotick StringWorks. I'm glad you're here. Please like and subscribe so I can keep on making videos. So today on the bench, I've got this nice 2014 Gretsch Electromatic. Beautiful, love these. Let's have a quick look at it. Nice Bigsby, F-holes, it's Hollowbody. Love the control and tone knobs. Filtertronic pickups. Really unique guitar. Really nice. Nice fretboard and inlays. Nice big headstock too, which I like. It's a little dirty, a little dusty. It's got these nice strap lock buttons too. I like these. Some very unique hardware on these guitars. It's not just out of a box, so very nice. Alright, so we're going to do a setup, string change and setup. So we'll check the neck relief. Start with 12 thousandths. And it looks like 10 works pretty well there, so the neck's set up nicely. We'll check the string height. 17th fret. We got 5/64. And everything's set up around 5. That's pretty good. Clean this off a little bit. I'll get the rest of it and we'll get the strings off. Let's have a look inside. Pretty clean. I don't think it's ever been touched. I'm sure it'll work just fine. Reach in my drawer. There we go. 4mm hex key. Stuck it on the end of an old scratch-all handle. Works fine. There's some tension on it, which is good. Just going to give it an overall sort of checkup. Make sure the electronics are working. Work, do what they're supposed to. Pickup selector. Yeah, everything's fine. It's a good thing. Looking at those pots inside a Hollowbody is not always the most fun. And just have a quick check of the pickup height, where it is now. 1/8 on the bass side, 3/32 on the treble side. I'll just raise them up a little bit. They were pretty low. So I'll just mark off the bridge location, because it is a floating bridge. It sits on top of the soundboard. I'm not sure if it has tape under it or whatever. So just in case when I'm doing the string change, I've taken them off and it decides to wander around on me. At least I'll know where it goes. I highly recommend this DeWalt sroyMSW little driver. You have to get used to it. It doesn't have like a forward and reverse. You just twist it whichever way you want it to go, but it's really cool. So I like to loosen everything off, cut the strings, and protect that guitar top a little bit. This guitar is pristine. Like the owner said that he's had it a couple of years, but really hasn't played it, so, and he did buy it new. Yeah, see, that bridge is not moving, so I suspect there's a couple of pieces of two-way tape underneath it. Let's clean that off, eh? That looks a lot better. It's just dust, but hey, who wants to play a dusty guitar? Get a good cleaning of the soundboard. A little simple green or some sort of cleaner, gentle cleaner, and you can pretty much wipe the whole guitar with it if you want. Red erasers, I'll run through the foregrips, give them a nice clean and a little bit of a polish. Certainly make sure that they don't feel scratchy at all when you're playing and bending. I always keep a couple of brushes around on the bench. They're very handy. So some of the Dunlop 65 on the fretboard. You don't have to put too much. You know, just let it sit on there for 10-15 seconds and then just wipe it off. Some people like to do it with every string change. Some people do it twice a year, like basically, you know, fall and spring type thing. Doesn't hurt if you do it every time you change the strings. Again, wipe it off. Wipe as much off as you can, because it will leave a residue. The client provided strings, so they're in the bag, so let's see what's in there. A string winder, acoustic strings, there we go. Some D'Addarios, 10 to 46, pretty standard. I did remember that he showed me like not an open package, but there we go. We'll use that one instead of the ones that are in the box. It's always fun restringing a Bigsby, so you have to block that bar as you try and loop that string around. So I just use I just cut up a piece of eraser and just stick it under each string as I go. So you cut off the string, a couple of tuners or 2-3 inches, whatever you feel is necessary. You don't need it as long on the bass strings. You can't get as many windings around the post. Again, I'll use that driver just to get the slack out, and as I get near the end, and obviously manually tighten it up. I use a screwdriver just to snug those string wrappings up against each other. If you need to, have a look. It's always good to look and make sure that they're snug, so that way the strings are trapped. And down at the other end, at the Bigsby bar, you really need to line up the strings because they will flop around, especially if they're not really under full tension yet. So just line them up where they go. They just slide along there, right? So Once you have tension on the strings, you're tuned to pitch, and then you keep it in place. Really do love the look of Bigsby's. Something about them. It's all that cast metal polish. A serious, it's a serious piece of hardware. Still looks good today. Alright, and get rid of that tape. Took away a little eraser. Now we know nothing's moving anywhere. One last check. Alright, so always, you gotta tune to pitch before you check any of your measurements. And stretch the strings out a little bit. Tuning's always a bit of an issue, right? For the first few times you play after a string change, so you stretch them out enough, it shouldn't last long. They all went flat. Obviously, I stretched them so they're longer. I'm just going to check the intonation. Do it at the 12th fret. Fret the note. Do the harmonic. Open string. The strings were a little bit sharp. I believe the E string and the B. So slacken up the string, especially because we're moving the saddles back, so it's going to put more tension on the string. Sometimes you have to help along the saddle a little bit, right? You turn it, and you just push a little bit with your finger. And you're trying to get it as close as you can. Every guitar is different. Not every guitar will intonate perfectly, of course, so it is all relative. Intonation is usually a function of how well the frets are placed. So if the measurements are correct and the frets are placed where they're supposed to be, then the guitar should be pretty well intonated. The higher the action, well, then you can throw your string tuning out. So it's a combination of things. So let's check that neck relief. Again, between 10 and 12 thousandths is great. Nothing wrong with that. And there's 5/64ths. And the 4 slid just under all the strings, so yeah, I think we'll look at raising up just on the bass side. Oh, I already did that. That's right. Sorry, it was off camera. So just checking the pickup height. Again, 1/8 of an inch on the bass side, 3/32 on the treble. No, about. Again, it's up to you what you like and prefer, but too close, so you're not going to get the right amount of string vibration. It'll interfere. Too far away, well, you're just not going to get enough volume, right? Enough output. You have to experiment. Every guitar is a little different. Every pickup's a little different. So we're getting near the end here. Just going to put the truss rod cover back on. Cleaned it up, of course. I really do like these guitars. There's just something about them. It's so classic looking. And we'll just snip off the string ends so they don't poke you. I don't know how many cuts I've had on my fingers over the years. Especially on the E and the B string. Oh my god. Bleed like a stuck pig sometimes. Alright, that's it. There she is. Thanks for watching. So please like and subscribe for more videos. I really enjoy making them. Get to see your guitars that you drop off in my shop. See the process. Who doesn't love a Bigsby? Alright, bye for now. Thanks.